to the point of the Republicans, the outsiders, the Kochs and the billionaires, they decided, we're going to take control of the insiders. We are going to infiltrate and take over the Republican Party. And, you know, we've done entire programs on this back a year or 2 years ago about the DVDs and the YouTubes that were passed around to all these Tea Party groups back in 2008, 2009, and early 2010 as we came up to the 2010 election. To how you, Mr. and Mrs. Tea Partier, you should join the local Republican Party. It wasn't the Concord Coalition. It was the Concord something. Remember what it was, Shane? And they've got all, the YouTubes are all still up there. You can find them. Where they say, you know, the guy said, in fact, we've got a whole clip sheet of them, a whole set of clips of them. I don't know if you can easily find them. Pardon? The Concord Project. Thank you, Shano. And, you know, in one of the clips, the guy says, you know, the most powerful person in the United States is not the president. It's the precinct committee person in the Republican Party. It's not the member of the Senate or the House. It's the precinct committee people. They are the most powerful people in American politics. Why? Because they write the party platform and because they choose the nominees for the primaries. And so if you and your friends can all be precinct committee persons and you can control more than 50% of the people in your local Republican precinct, and we're talking at the very local level, then you can help make sure that only Tea Partiers are nominated for this particular congressional race. So it looks like there's a choice to the Republican voters. Hey, there's 5 different names on the ballot, but every single one of them represents the billionaires. Every single one of them is a Tea Partier. And they were very successful in 2010. So successful, they flipped a bunch of states. They were able to use the census of 2010 for redistricting and reapportioning to make basically a Democrat-free House of Representatives. Even though Democrats got more than half the votes, they got 500,000. They got 1 million more votes. No, they got 5 million more votes than Republicans did in the last 2 elections in the House of Representatives, and yet the House is still controlled by the Republicans. Why is that? Because of gerrymandering. What made the gerrymandering possible? This takeover of the Republican Party. Why is it that there are over 100 members of the House of Representatives who are new members in the last two election cycles who all deny climate change exists? Because the Tea Party, you know, the Tea Party is totally beholden to the Koch brothers. Without them, it wouldn't exist. And what's the business that the Koch brothers inherited from their daddy? Oil. These are fossil fuel billionaires. They make their living poisoning the planet. So they said, we're going to take over the institution, the insiders. These people who think they're insiders, we're going to make them run for their lives. We're going to make them run for the hills, or else go along with us. And that's what you're seeing in the Republican Party right now. You know, Jeb Bush is about the only insider left. Scott Walker is being represented as an outsider. He is. He's beholden to the Koch brothers. But the insiders increasingly in the Republican Party are the old outsiders. There are no outsiders in the Republican Party outside of, you know, the Rand Paul coalition who are talking about, you know, less foreign entanglement and let's legalize drugs and prostitution. You know, the cream of the libertarian rants. And it's going nowhere. Rand Paul is you know, he's imploding because the insiders in the Republican Party have been taken over by the billionaires. They used to be the outsiders. So if Bernie were to become president, it would be part of a much larger wave on the Democratic side that would be the outsiders taking over the Democratic Party as well. And then we'd have a really interesting, genuine, and honest debate in this country. And we may have it whether it's Bernie or not. We'll see how the times go. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-536-2370.
And as President Carter said last Tuesday, and as I've been saying for years, I wrote in my book, Crash of 2016, it's going to take a really big event to make it happen. And I have a feeling one's coming.